here we go. Daron Holmes II, the 6'10", 235-pound power forward slash center for the Dayton Flyers. He's an exciting prospect. There's a lot to get into with the film on this. Before I do, I just want to give a shout out to our latest subscribers, Rye Diaz, Tanya Evans, Finn Kuehl. I struggled with Rye's name, but I got Finn's right off the bat. Avik Plasar, Jeffrey. Really appreciate everybody that's been liking and subscribing to the content. We're going to keep making it, but let's get right into the film. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On this rep, we have Daron Holmes II, the 6'10", 235-pound junior for the Dayton Flyers. We're going to see what he's going to bring at the next level, and that is he sets solid screens, and he's very quick in his roll. So it's not like he's laboring and cumbersome. He's very quick in his roll off this screen. Watch the bump, and watch the roll. Right there, he's wide open. Wide open. This point guard needs to either get downhill to throw this bounce pass, or he needs to pull back a little bit and throw the lob, create the space, because this guy's tall, so he would have to fake at him, V-cut out, then throw like a little lob pass. But you're going to see this point guard is a little too selfish here. Right now, he needs to throw that pass. That pass needs to go right now to Daron. But it's really late, fumbles it, gets off balance, blows the bunny. Now this is what's really exciting about Daron Holmes' game, other than the physical traits, being 6'10", 235, and being an athlete. I want you to watch how he gets into his post up, and it's not the strongest take. That's good footwork though. Good footwork. Too lazy of a take. But now watch this jump shot. Fade away off 1 foot. I mean, that's high-level NBA type shooting. I mean, that's tough. This is another exciting trait about Daron Holmes. He's not a glacier by any means. He can move, man. Watch him get this rebound on the bust-out dribble. He takes this contact right on the chest, finishes over length. You can't teach that at 6'10". 235-pound locomotive coming right at you. Here we get to see Daron Holmes in some help defense. Comes over on the block, gets the switch. Look at him move his feet, get his hands in there, 2 hands strong. Just take the ball away. Now, before you get on my case about the level of competition, you can only play who you play. But Loyola, Sister Jean's team of fame of years ago from the NCAA tournament, they're not a bad team. They're very well coached. They're a very good defensive team. But one thing that Daron does is he has a matchup problem. Because he has the ability, once he gets in the lane, to just use that big body, create contact, and he has a nice touch. And here he is getting to the foul line again. All right, now right here, I don't usually highlight somebody shooting free throws, but because he's 6'10", what I want you to note is his mechanics. He's super fundamentally sound in his shooting mechanics. He's on balance, his lead foot is up, his elbow is straight, and he gets nice high arc on this and follow through. He's got a beautifully soft touch for being 6'10", and that time he left it a little bit short. He's got beautiful touch for being 6'10". Now what I want you to notice on this possession for Daron, he's raw defensively. He doesn't look very sure of what he wants to do against this guy. He keeps putting his hands out. As you can see, like he's trying to get hands on him, but he's also afraid of picking up a foul by bumping him too hard. So here he takes his hands off and just gets himself vertical, but he gets himself out of position, stops moving his feet. Listen, you want to talk modern NBA power forward / center type? Just watch Daron Holmes on this play. Look at the swing. Beautiful form on that three. Wide open J. That translates at the next level. All right, let's highlight Daron's ability against the double. He starts to go to work in the post on a smaller player. Here comes that hard double team. Instead of trying to force a pass over the top that can get tipped, watch him use his escape dribble, get out of that double team, find the open man, creates a nice opportunity for his teammate. Here we're going to watch Daron off-ball defense. Watch him get on this strong side help here. Give me that. Nice block. Here, this is just pure speculation on my part, but I think Daron's getting a little frustrated because his teammates just haven't been looking for him. And so he gets the ball, he tries to draw the contact, but you know, it's the old sweep through, so the ref didn't call it. But I just think he was getting a little frustrated. His teammates weren't getting him the ball. Here's some rock solid individual defense in the post. This is where Daron is at his best, really. Moving his feet, keeping that big body in front, contesting, and attacks the rebound with those strong hands. Now I'm putting this clip in the breakdown because Holmes is such an unselfish player. He passes the ball, works really well within the offense, but his point guard, Cheeks, man, he's pure comedy. So just watch Cheeks on this possession. Holmes is running the play, nice pick and roll, wide open. Look, this is Cheeks. Look at Holmes. Cheeks, Holmes, meet your teammate. Cheeks, meet your teammate Holmes. But he can't see him because he is the superstar in his mind. Cheeks is the guy. He plays for a team of one, and that is the team of Cheeks. Look at he just I feel so bad for Holmes, man. I feel so bad for him. So I'm highlighting Daron here in the backcourt because he can bring the ball up and push pace, but he doesn't really have any handles to speak of, like left or right. He can't do any of that, but he's very poised against the double teams, and he uses his height really well to get out of those doubles. There we go, with the big boy finish. This possession shows what Daron is going to really need to work on between now and the NBA Combine. He needs to work on his handle because he's keeping the ball exposed way up high here when somebody is just as tall, just as long. He needs to be able to put that ball in triple threat, rip through, and either look to pass or go to the basket. But because he keeps retreating, you'll see that he keeps just retreating and putting the ball higher, thinking that's going to protect the ball. But with somebody who's just as long and as tall as you, you're getting that thing ripped. Yeah, you got to be a little bit stronger, get the ball in triple threat, but a nice chase down block just shows the athleticism that he has. I mean, college Daron Holmes is a foul merchant, man. If his teammates looked for him more, he could draw so many fouls. Every time he gets the ball, just a foul merchant. His teammates just never give him the ball. On this play, Cheeks, you can tell, isn't a pass-first point guard. For one, who makes this post pass? It's a crazy post pass. Now, he ends up making it, but Daron's going to need to get even a little bit more better contact balance, or needs to square up instead of fade away all the time, because this is an easy shot. He needs to be able to make that. I don't care if there was a little body contact down low. He needs to bury that. He's too good of a shooter for that. Daron's going to need to get stronger. I know he's playing the center in college, and he's probably going to play center or power forward in the NBA, but he's going to need to get stronger, and here's why. I want you to watch this. He just gets bumped, and he just loses the ball. You got to be stronger than that. So earlier in the game, I was saying it looked like Holmes didn't know what to do with his hands, and I think it's because he's not strong enough. Look how upright he's standing. He needs to bend his knees to get a stronger base to keep these guys out of the paint. But he's so upright, he's not getting any power, and he's using two hands to just push the guy out of bounds. He needs to bend his knees, needs to get lower to move these guys and keep these guys out of the paint. Here's Loyola realizing that they have an advantage against Holmes. They're just taking their big man, and he is just dislodging him. One, he's not in a low enough stance. I keep saying it. On those initial bumps, he's got to be lower to keep that guy far away from the basket. But this guy drove him underneath the rim. Now he's in trouble. And now he's reaching across. That's a foul. So remember what I said about Holmes being poised against the double team? Here comes some inconsistency with that. Picks his dribble up in the corner and then leaves his feet for some reason, and he attempts to make this lazy cross-court pass. Now his teammate right here isn't doing him any favors by just standing like he's in cement. He needs to come to the ball, but still, this is a bad decision getting up in the air. Leads the points. Here it is again. Holmes setting a nice screen, getting into his roll action. He is a foul merchant when he gets the ball on a consistent basis. Just takes his guy in the post, little drop step, left hand. It's fired up there. Getting fired up. Here's a time where Holmes needs to actually keep the ball high. Instead, he brings it down, lets the guard get in there, causes a turnover. Here, Daron gets the ball at the top of the key, and he just makes a bad decision. He just doesn't have the handles and the decision-making. Little point guard laying in the weeds, picked that off, and then he tries to get up vertical, doesn't want to pick up another foul, and just gives up the easy layup. Here we are late in the game. Dayton needs a bucket. They go to Holmes in the post. Let's take a look, see what he can do. There it is again, going with the left hand. It was awkward looking, but he got it to go. Now this is a grown man move at winning time. There's Daron in the post. He's going to get triple teamed basically, and he drop steps away from the help. Nice basket. Here is Daron getting pushed way off his spot, and this is where he gets into some trouble. He starts to go to work, but you just cannot spin back middle this far away from the basket. You just can't do it. And it was way too slow. Turnover. And that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about Daron Holmes II, the 6'10", 235-pound power forward / center from the Dayton Flyers. He has a lot to his game to like, a lot that needs to improve, and a lot that just isn't going to be for some teams at the next level. So for example, he's got a very nice touch on his jump shot, beautiful form. He's long, he's got size, but he needs to get stronger. He needs to stay down in his stance defensively to generate more power, to push out those bigger, stronger forwards and centers at the next level. He's not he doesn't have switchability on defense either. So he's going to be a drop defender primarily. He can't guard in space. He can rebound. He can block shots from the weak side. He can be a lob threat. I mean, Dayton's guards really don't look for him, so it's going to be very hard to evaluate. We'll have to see at the combine. He's an excellent free throw shooter. And like I said, he can knock down that tray ball, so he can be a stretch big for you. But like I said, his downside, he doesn't have any handles either. It's gonna be very interesting to see where he fits. He's not gonna be for everybody. But again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody and all the support. It's been amazing. See you next time.